Hello, YouTube.
Welcome back to the new year of Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Sorry about the delay, guys. I am still getting over a cold.
With the combination of the holidays and your horrible illness.
Oh my god, I didn't expect to feel so violently ill.
Yeah, it happens. I put up today's, we're recording this on Wednesday, so today people are getting Battle Chasers. It's actually come out already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 2:30. How? You didn't zoom in. I mean, you went into scope, but
oh my god, I didn't zoom in. Mistakes were made.
You can tell it's been like almost 2.5 weeks since we recorded last. So we were going to talk about Goblin Slayer.
Yeah,
Before we do that, how's your New Year starting? We're about a day and a half in.
You know, my New Year's has started off pretty good. Admittedly, I would have loved to spend a little more time with my better half.
Same.
As per. She had actually had to tap out a little early. Just because reasons.
Because of stuff.
Oh, hey, look, a Lancer. Not for long.
Remember, he's explosion-proof.
He's not the one I'm going for.
Oh, okay, then. It was confirmed that snow makes people expire faster, and nighttime reduces accuracy. We were talking about that in the last episode, and I wanted to clarify that I'm
you had done the
thing.
comments. So yeah, my New Year started out pretty solid. Certainly doing I'm doing pretty okay, all things considered.
Aside from the physical
aside
ailments.
from like feeling pretty damn ill. We're actually gonna climb
Came
down.
over and you're like, I need Advil and coffee stat, and I was like, all right, I got you. And tea.
And tea. All of the above. At some point, I am going to have to run.
Get you a Tylenol IV drip.
Oh my god! Don't threaten me with a good time. Let's see here. Where was I going with this? Oh yes.
And we have the APC with 3 people stacked up inside if we ever need them.
Yep, but I'm gonna roll that forwards now.
And just kill somebody, you know. Now, there is something we have to remember for this mission, and that's that the trains are going to periodically roll in and cause hell, so we have to watch out for that, but it's only on their turns that they'll do anything.
Right.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the opposite. My New Year's okay so far.
Yeah, I had meant to ask. I had gotten sidetracked with
actually having to play the game.
Right.
Yeah, my New Year's fine. I'm working a lot.
Yeah, dude. That's good.
I got my new job. It's overnight. It's fine.
Fine-ish.
Yeah. I spent the first, 3 weeks, doing a bunch, because it's a hard job, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna take my time and learn at an even pace, and I'll get, I'll improve my speed over time.
Right.
And over a couple of times, I went to my boss, and every time he saw me, in passing or whatever, I was like, "What's up? Did I break something? What do I need to do? What's wrong?" And he's like,
"Right,
dude, are you okay?" I'm just like, "I don't know if you picked up on this." He's like, "You seem a little stressed out." I'm just like, I have this mindset when I go into a new job. I just assume I did something wrong. And he goes, "Why?"
Right.
I go, "Because that way I will try even harder to not fuck something up. Even if I think I did it right, I'll just assume that it's wrong somehow, so that when someone tells me that it's correct, then I'll relax after I know it's not wrong."
It's not a bad place to be, honestly.
And then I would follow it up with, "It's also great for developing an ulcer."
True stuff.
We have Gene all the way back at the home base as well. If we
Yeah,
need
we
our,
do. But
if
I'm
we
gonna
need our
roll.
good friend.
Oh, we will eventually.
Mm-hmm.
No! Oh, I already capped it. APC's on it.
Yep.
Oh, whoops-a-doops.
It's alright, just camp on that one. So, Goblin Slayer. How caught up are you?
Dude, I'm
out of 13 episodes.
I have finished it.
Okay, I am at episode 12 of 13.
Oh, God.
The Fate of an Adventure is the only episode I haven't seen.
Oh, dude, The Fate of an Adventure was a really strong episode.
So, I have one thing.
Yeah?
This is a super controversial show. We can agree.
Yeah.
People are frustrated for a couple of reasons. One, it's not 100% of the adaptation based on the original novelization or light novel, not light novel, but you know what I mean, novelization / manga, all that stuff. And that's an understandable thing to be frustrated about. You're listening to someone who actively screeched to the heavens about the adaptation of Ghost in the Shell, the live-action film.
Right.
Because many problems.
Because reasons.
I'm not going to get into it. Let's talk about Steins Gate. And Nicodemus...
Oh my god.
Eyes to the heavens, praised for the sweet embrace of death at the mention. Reinforcements have appeared on the armored train. Oh, that's a tank. And so
that's a tank.
In addition to that, there's the harrowing rape scenes that have to happen that are like have weirdly like placed fan service that doesn't belong there.
Really, really doesn't belong there.
It's massively inappropriate. I'm not going to try and defend or deny that. There is no defense to be had there. That being said, I massively like the character of Goblin Slayer.
Oh, I'm trying to remember his name, actually.
Don't tell me, I don't want to know. I don't care.
I seen his face!
I don't care.
Yeah, so, you do!
So, is he a goblin? Is that the reveal?
Well, he's a Goblin Slayer. He has to be kind of goblin-esque if he's going to slay goblins.
You would be a magnificent Dalek. So, have you seen that episode of Doctor Who? It's really cool.
I'm not clear as to why I would make a magnificent...
No, not you specifically. It's a quote from a Dalek to Doctor Who.
Oh.
It's a really cool scene. Anyway. That one you can actually... Oh, that's the Scout. Yeah, that works too. Dead. So I sympathize massively with the Goblin Slayer character.
Yeah.
Because when I watch this show, I try to be sort of analytical because it's the way my brain works.
Yeah.
And I look at Goblin Slayer, I'm like, this guy has PTSD.
Mm-hmm. Hardcore, dude.
And it's fascinating.
They did a shockingly good job portraying PTSD.
Yeah. And if people are wondering, I did not serve in the military. That's not what that's from. It's a different thing.
You don't have to.
No, but that's the first assumption usually.
Something like that, anyway. Do I roll in the tank? Something tells me I should roll the cactus back.
Who's inside the cactus right now?
Let's find out. We got Nico and Raz.
Okay, neither of them are helpful in this situation.
Nope. Oh, but I should roll in the half-and.
Moving out.
Okay, so another thing that people pointed out is like I'm not sure if you're aware of this. I'm a nerd.
And?
I like Dungeons and Dragons. I like anime and video games and comic books. I don't know if this is new to people who have watched this show before, but that's a thing.
Well, I tried.
I understand and will agree that generic Western fantasy can be fucking boring.
Yeah, it can be.
I don't mind it in the Goblin Slayer setting, because that's like when you get a generic and easily like manipulated setting like generic Western fantasy. That's when you get the core basic idea of like there are orcs, there are goblins, etc., etc. Like
there's a little bit of everything.
Okay, imagine it's Middle Earth. That is the most generic Western fantasy that you can possibly imagine. If I'm to be honest, I love Lord of the Rings.
Right.
But if you decide to take something like that, and just stretch a bit of it out and put your own weird spin on it, it becomes a unique thing.
Yeah. Okay, so all cards on the table.
Okay.
What do you have in mind in terms of the quote-unquote generic stuff?
Well, when I think about something like that, it's just it's a non-specific but obviously European-inspired town that has horses and knights and, barony and things like that and feudalism and whatever. And then you get something along the lines of make an interesting twist. It's
with a twist.
And then of course you obviously would have your elves and your orcs or whatever. But and your dwarves. This is a great example of something that I thought of back when I was in coming out of high school. Yeah. I was if you're not super familiar with Warcraft.
Not largely, I wouldn't say.
There is an interesting thing that they talk about in the lore of Warcraft where dwarves are descended from a thing called the Earthen. And they are literally stone
golems?
They are literally stone golems in the shape of dwarves, that through a curse were given flesh. And that's how life on Azeroth by majority came to happen, with some exceptions.
You said Azeroth, and I had a Lovecraft moment, and I was thinking, you mean Azathoth?
Yes, I also thought that. Reinforcements have appeared from the other armored train. High five.
High five on the Azathoth pole.
And the other thing that I thought is, how can you make dwarves different? And the answer is, you make them people of the earth, but not in the same way. What if they're people that are represented across the whole of, like literally, like, they have stone and clay flesh and vines for, for...
Like, quite literally, like, stone golems.
Yeah, but, like, they're more, like, refined, you know what I mean? Like, instead of being reverted to with a curse of the flesh, it's just, over time, they just kind of evolved into organic, like, earthy parts. Does that make sense?
Okay, I could see that.
It's like, it's a thing, like, it's still technically a dwarf or whatever, but it's like an offshoot different thing, and people will look at it and go, oh, that's from that other thing, because it's close enough, oh, it's a dwarf, but it's an earth dwarf. Lily's fine. Don't worry about Lily too much. I worry about Lily a lot.
I worry about Lily a lot, because they still have a move to, Bye, Lily.
Oh, God.
So long, and thanks for all the fish. So sad that... Oh. Hey.
Oh.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's not a big deal.
She may be squish.
Kill him. No.
No, not quite.
3 hits out of 5. All body shots, whatever.
Softening him up.
There's a great example of that in Guild Wars 2, of all things, where there are people that are literally plants.
I can get on board with that.
It's cool. They have flowers for hair and bark for faces. It's interesting.
You're barking up the wrong tree there, bud.
But the root of this discussion that I'm having.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah, you do.
And your roots.
Yeah. And
of these proverbial equations.
But the core of what we were discussing was the whole, like, people say that Goblin Slayer's world is kind of generic. It kind of is.
It kind of is, but it kind of isn't.
It has enough interesting, like, twists in it where I'm like, okay, sure.
Right. It's.
This is also true in Reincarnated as a Slime.
Yeah, it is. Let's see here. Where's that other sniper tower? You know what? I'm gonna do the thing here. Let's see.
Win the points.
Win the points. Ooh, sport ball. Ooh, crisp.
Canned coffee. Not sponsored.
Try paying attention.
Oh, did you see that? Centered on his eyes. If he was a sniper. Well, he is a sniper. If he had his gun up, his scope would have saved his life.
That's actually documented too. That's the cool thing. That the lens for a sniper scope, if you fire down it, and you're lucky enough,
and if you're lucky enough, you'll never have to deal with it.
Yes, but if someone fires down the scope of an enemy sniper rifle, the bullet. I think it was. I don't remember what it was, like, statistically. Like, I don't know how common it was. Probably not very. The scope would stop the bullet because of how much glass it had to pass through, or something like that. Like, I forget the semantics of it. It was interesting, though. Also, if you play Sniper Elite, which I'm bringing up again just because it...
Do you want to have a run-through of Sniper Elite? I guess I'm down to clown.
We'll think about it.
We'll think about it.
You can actually shoot dudes' fingers off. I did it once. It was an enemy sniper. I fired up at him, and I actually managed to shoot off one of his fingers, which I did not know you could do. Damn. Close.
I was watching it, and I said, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. Would have been great if she was on the money, though.
So I had an uncomfortable thought when I was reading the comments about people being... Because someone had commented and was like, yo, the idea of... Because in the last episode, again, it's been like 3 weeks, so forgive me for repeating myself.
Oh, dude, don't worry about it.
I'm talking to the audience. Is that we were talking about how the armor on the tank is a little, like... It's getting a little out of control. The giant plates all over the place.
No! Yeah, it is. Kinda.
And we were joking about it looking like the Megazord.
Oh my god.
And
Alright.
someone was like, man, I'd be so fucking into it if they decided to put fucking like a futuristic one with walkers or whatever, like with Gundams and stuff. And I'm like, that'd be really cool. And then my brain went, we got that. It was Valkyria Revolution. And I went, oh, I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good.
Man, that game's fucking garbage.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
This is a spoiler. You can't say that. Fuck. Through the fence, though.
Yeah, I was preparing to, like...
Accidentally blow yourself up.
Yeah, I was preparing. My body was ready. Trying so desperately.
I was gonna say, just take the next shot.
Oh, it's only one? Let's boogie.
Yes.
So you were saying you were having a long series of thoughts. Repeating yourself. I don't know where.
Oh, it was the Megazord thing. That was it.
Oh yeah, the Megazords.
Yeah, and talking about Valkyria Revolution and something that we shouldn't talk about.
Probably not.
There you are.
That's another tank.
Another tank.
Do I take the high ground?
Not with a shock trooper. With a scout, yes. With a shock trooper, no.
There isn't really a solid way to get my units.
Is there
through that.
is there a route that way through the tall grass? I know there's a tank over there, but
No, I think we genuinely have to take the high road.
check your map. I won. It goes through. There's a tank in the way, but it does connect on the right side as well.
Yeah, I'd have to go that way. You know what? I know what I'll do. I'll use this turn to do.
Get into the grass and hide and see if there's a secret guy hiding in here. Apparently, we missed a special soldier in the mission where our base came under attack.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think it
okay.
was that one anyway.
But before I do that, even the game is cussing me out.
We'll have to stop and do the next episode
Right. Well, we'll have to pick up the next 3 moves in the next episode.
because we're already over time slightly.
You're right. Hey guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Hey, hit the notification bell. We love hearing from you guys, and it keeps you current.
Yes.
We do put out stuff on the Norm, and well, we have been thinking about branching out and doing other kinds of materials. So
Yeah.
if you, I would highly recommend if that's something you guys are interested in.
Give us a comment and let us know.
Like what kind of stuff you guys are interested in.
Give us a thing on Twitter where it's like, hey, you guys should do a whatever.
Right. Exactly.
Franz had a really cool idea. I'm not going to get into because he's not here to talk about it.
Right.
All right, that is this episode. I am going to be starting up the DLC for Spider-Man, if not the end of this week, on Friday, then on Monday. So if people are excited about that, it should be coming along shortly. I'll have a new hot intro and title card to go with it.
Ooh. Excite.
All right, see you in the next one, folks.
See you in the next one.